Welcome, members of the Board of Ethics and Campaign Practices. It's Monday, December 2nd. The main item for business today is the election of a chair. Because we do not currently have a chair, I think that's sort of the first order of business is for the board to appoint a temporary chair for this meeting. I don't know if there's a motion by anyone for that purpose.
I will make a motion to appoint Mr. Martinez as temporary chair.
And a second from Member Colley.
Member Colley?
Yes.
Member Caffrey?
Yes.
Member Kuna?
Yes.
Member Kelly?
Yes.
Member Selbin?
Yes.
And Member Martinez.
Yes.
We have a due pass.
Great. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate that. All right. Well, looks like our agenda, Cristobal did send that out. So we have the review and approval of today's agenda. I can get a motion to approve today's agenda.
I so move.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Miss Susan and second by Mr. Colley.
Member Colley?
Yes.
Caffrey?
Yes.
Kuna?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Member Selbin?
Yes.
Member Martinez.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Great, thank you. Next on the agenda, we have the review and the approval of our last meeting, which was on October 16th. Also sent out in this invite. So if you all have reviewed, we can have a motion to approve last meeting's minutes.
So
I move we approve the last meeting's minutes.
I second the motion.
Would you like me to take the roll?
Yes, please.
Member Colley?
Yes.
Caffrey?
Yes.
Kuna?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Martinez?
Yes.
Selbin?
Yes.
My apologies. We have passed unanimously.
Great, thank you for that also. Moving along, next item on the agenda is the discussion and election of the chair for the Board of Ethics. As we discussed last meeting, Chair John Kelly, our former chair, has stepped down as chair and is currently a member. And with that, we had a vacancy on this board for the chair. There was 2 nominations for chair at our last meeting. One that did not accept the nomination, and one who did. And so we have today with us Mr. Jason Marks. Mr. Marks was a former member, long-term member on this board for several years, as well as a lot of other boards that he's been on, and we also received his resume. And so with that, is there any discussions, questions for Mr. Watson or for Mr. Marks? Macaulay, any question? No? Okay. All right. Well, with that, I will entertain a motion for election of chair of this board.
I move to elect Jason Marks as the chair of the Board of Ethics and Campaign Practices.
Awesome. Second?
I'll second the motion. Thank you.
Okay, motion by member Caffrey, second by member Kelly. And yes, please, Mr. Rocha, do a roll call vote, please.
Member Colley,
Yes.
member Caffrey,
Yes.
member Cuniff,
Yes.
member Kelly,
Yes.
member Selvin,
yes,
and Chair Martinez.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Great, thank you. I'll hand it over, Mr. Chairman Marks.
Oh, hello, can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Thank you. I'm sorry about the audio it's been a few months since I've done Zoom. I'm not sure what's going on with the computer. I'll get that worked out for next meeting. Thank you, Mr. Martinez, for chairing the meeting and for your endorsement. I don't know how much you heard, but I meant to say it was a great pleasure serving on this board as a member with all of you. I feel it's important, meaningful work, and this board works together very well together. And so I'm looking forward to working with you again for the 2025 election cycle. And I think with that, the agenda says the only other item is an adjournment. I'm wondering, Mr. Rocha or Mr. Watson, do you have any idea about a schedule for 2025?
I can tee this up for Mr. Rocha, but I think that was our intention in January we will circulate in advance of the January meeting a calendar of meetings for the 2025 year. And then our hope is that we can basically get a bunch of dates on people's calendars in advance. Hopefully we could set a regular time for the meetings in 2025. We will probably try to meet more frequently during the height of the election season, as we typically have in the past. And then if we don't need to meet, or if we don't have any business for the board to conduct, we can just cancel those meetings as we get closer to them. But I do generally prefer to work with the board to come up with an annual meeting schedule, also because it makes the notice requirements under OMA a little bit easier on our end.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
we're definitely due for an annual notice. So I think the idea, Chair Marks, is to meet in January, possibly February. The exploratory period for the mayoral candidates begins in March 3rd. So it is quickly coming upon us. And we also have some changes to our rules that we've worked with member Caffrey, member Martinez. And so would like to present those hopefully at our next meeting when we're presenting the annual resolution.
Wonderful. Do you have an idea of a date for meeting in January?
I don't. I'm happy to do a doodle. Historically, our meetings have been on Fridays, except for these last two. But a doodle helps identify when everyone's free, especially on such a short notice.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Any members have anything else they want to say before we do a
Yes.
motion to adjourn?
I do. Mr. Chair,
Yeah.
I'm always delighted with Doodle. I think it's the most wonderful meeting sorter outer in the world. However, when we propose, over a month, 14 meetings, we need a fast decision, because my habit is to put them all on my calendar and hold them until you have a result. So may I encourage the fellow members of this group to respond quickly to that, so I don't have to hold 14 spaces when we just need one. So not so long a period to return answers would be wonderful.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Colley. Anything else? If not, can we have a motion to adjourn?
I move we adjourn.
Thank you, Mr. Colley.
I'll
Is there a
second.
second? Thank you. And please call the roll.
Member Colley,
Yes.
Member Caffrey,
Yes.
Member Cuniff,
Yes.
Member Kelly,
Yes.
Member Martinez,
Yes.
Member Selden,
yes.
and Chair Marks.
Yes,
Passes unanimously.
thank you. Thank you, and everyone, hoping everyone has a great holiday season with their family and friends, and we'll see everyone in 2025.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.